Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Shaq here, and welcome back to Homeworld. Oh man, we haven't played Homeworld. We played Homeworld 1 like over a year ago, and I've been saying since then, we're gonna play Homeworld 2, we're gonna get into it, and then we just haven't until finally now. And there's a reason for right now, because Homeworld 3 is in development, it's been announced. We still got like a couple of years until it comes out, but we got a little while. If you've never seen Homeworld before, and you just check it out what's going on the channel, well, the Homeworld series is one of my favorite series of real-time strategy games. They came out in the early 2000s. They are a full 3D strategy game for space combat, which is weirdly fairly rare. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, I can't think of any other strategy titles, space strategy titles. Like you know, Empire at War, we were always playing on a 2D plane. That's basically how they mostly work. Homeworld 2, a very different beast, or Homeworld in general. Now, Homeworld 2 is the one that I played the most of. It's got some of the best mods for it, Warlords, the Complex series of mods. They're really good. So if you're looking to pick this up, you can now get the remastered version put out by Gearbox, since they picked up the franchise. After the collapse, what is it, Relic, I think? Yeah, it was Relic and Sierra who built the original games. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the main campaign. We're gonna do a total campaign playthrough for it. And it's got something like 12 or 14 missions, if I remember correctly. It's been years since I played through this, so keep that in mind. So we're gonna go right into the first mission and get started. I did play a little bit of this and I was like, I should probably record this since it's been so long. It'll be nice, like, getting back into it. Gearbox bought it and remade it. Relic used to be the name in RTS. Company of Heroes, Dawn of War, and the Homeworld series, they could do no wrong. Oh, yep. Back in my day.
In the first time, the great hyperspace core was found. With it came the gift of interstellar travel, and the Outer Rim trade routes were established, uniting the galaxy in peace.
That's Deserts of Karak right there. That's actually the prequel game you can play. That's one of the units you can build.
4,000 years passed before the second core was discovered on a desert planet. Pain and bloodshed flowed in its wake. But the exiles returned to their homeworld, Hiigara. A young woman led them across the galaxy, and it is she who will lead them again. Her name is Karen Sajet. This is the story of the end time. We know this because the third core has been found. Under the dark influence of this core, the Taidan have risen under a new leader, a Vagar warrior lord named Makan. He calls himself the Sajukar, the Chosen One. Many systems have already fallen under his shadow, and his eyes are set upon Hiigara. Deep inside the great derelict at Tanis, construction of a new mothership is underway. The pride of Hiigara. Once more, the exiles will face the coming darkness.
This is Fleet Command. Stand by for hyperspace core transfer.
Containment unit online. All power signatures in the green.
How we start the Homeworld
Primary
games.
couplings released.
Love it.
Trajectory is good. The hyperspace core is away.
And then that subtle transition into the new HD version. Oh. The textures look really good. If anybody remembers playing the original Homeworld 2 when it came out, like the detail on all the ships, spot on.
This is Tannis Control. We have visual contact with the core. Proceed with transfer.
Trajectory and alignment confirmed.
So this is an
Take it to
old
115 and
derelict
initiate capture
that they're
procedure.
building the mothership like attached to. It's all like rediscovered technology, right? So they had to find the cores. They can't just make new ones. And this isn't even the smallest of the derelicts. If you look in the distance, you can see huge structures. I always wanted to know more about that.
The mothership recognizes the core and confirms signal lock.
So if you've never played a Homeworld game before, the missions actually connect. So whatever you build in the first and second and
Fleet
fifth
command
mission
online.
will carry on to the next
Mothership
mission.
status
So
report.
decisions that you make early
Engineering
and losses that you
online.
take affect the ongoing
Stand by to
campaign.
initiate
Homeworld
engine
2, I don't know if Gearbox fixed this, but Homeworld 2 had a real problem with the difficulty. It would spike real hard, particularly if you screwed up somewhere and lost like half your force. So
Main engines.
we'll see.
Online. Engine test complete. All standard drives are operational.
All the little resource collectors around it.
Navigation online. The mothership is standing by.
I remember me and my buddies talking about always wanting a Homeworld MMO of some kind with space combat. This was back in like...
This is Fleet
Eve
Intelligence.
was only a few years old at that point.
Our task is to analyze sensor data and generate mission objectives. Before launching the mothership, we must conduct a series of trials to ensure all critical systems
We
are
have control?
operational.
We do have control. Sweet.
Throughout these trials, the mothership will be running with a minimal crew and will remain docked with Tannis. Once these trials are complete, we will launch the mothership and test the hyperspace core. The first trial will test the
Easy.
resourcing
What could go
system.
wrong? All right.
A resource
so
collector is standing by.
that's what I was just zoomed in on. If you hold down Alt,
Begin
you can
retrieval
zoom in
of
on whatever
resource
you want to click
containers
on.
at this location.
So we'll take a look at the resource containers, if it would stop taking the controls away from me. There we go. So there's your cargo containers. These are all of our resources, so let's go ahead and grab up.
Mothership.
Not the mothership. You just hit
Collection
H,
confirmed.
and your resource collectors will auto go to the nearest resource point, whether it's like an asteroid or, in this case, it's brought to us cargo containers that we're going to be collecting. We have 0, what's the resource in this? EUs or something like that? UEs? I don't remember. I'm sure it'll tell us. RUs. It's right at the very top. RUs. You can tell it's been a little while.
Resourcing systems fully
There we
operational.
go. 700 credits. We should have an
Trial
objective
successful.
list. Yeah, here it is. All of the cutscenes.
We will now test the mothership's production capabilities. Begin construction of a fighter facility subsystem.
All right, so this is going to be our first subsystem,
Mothership.
and we get to upgrade the mothership as we go. So it's not just our fleet, but it's actually going to be our mothership's capabilities, what it can build, what kind of defenses it has. But let's say B for build menu, and this is you'll actually have multiple ships that can build stuff, carriers and whatnot. But you can see what we've got selected. Let's build a fighter
Production
facility.
underway.
Open up our bombers and interceptors, and maybe scouts. I don't know if this will give us scouts early on. The interesting thing about Homeworld 2 is that your enemies in Homeworld 1, you were kind of a mirror match almost of the faction you were fighting against. They were very similar. Like you had ion ships, they had ion ships. You had missiles, they had missiles. In this, the two factions are very different. They have very different like capabilities and special units, which is kind of fun. All right, let's get this built. While we continue to bring in those cargo containers.
How far away?
I don't think. No, I can't. I can't actually build anything else. I was thinking about building another resource gatherer, but we're in tutorial mode right now, so let's see where this new structure pops up at.
Mothership fighter facility.
I
Complete
don't
fighter
see it. Oh,
facility
there it is.
subsystem.
Yeah, the
complete.
upgrades actually show up, and you
Engineering
can
is
sub-target
online
them
and
with
ready
bombers.
for fighter production.
If you want to take out like the
To
enemy's
test
ability to
basic
build fighters.
combat
or
capabilities,
frigates.
construct an interceptor squadron.
All right, building our first. Oh, we only get interceptors. We don't even get
Production
bombers. Eef. Okay. En route now. We'll be able to do research and choose what we want to like get into for technology for ships and counters for whatever the enemy is using. The boarding ships are always fun. I know in the first campaign we used those pretty effectively to grab a bunch of enemy ion cannon frigates that we dragged with us through the entire campaign. And like late game, they're not amazing, but you get a group of like 4 or 5 of those suckers firing at something like a battleship or a cruiser. And it's half decent damage, as long as they're grouped together. Oh, what's going on over here?
Interceptor squadron complete.
Missiles. Oh, target drones. It's gonna give us something to shoot
Stand by
at.
to begin combat trials.
So we can learn how to give combat orders. Now that we have a squadron of
Perimeter
fighters.
Station Chimera will assist by providing target drones. The drones are located
Chimera
here.
there. Tannis
Use
base,
the
Tannis
interceptors to destroy the target drones.
base. Roger that, rubber ducky. Can do.
Ready.
Wasn't there a button to go into like cockpit view on fighters? No. All right. Well, anyways, here's our squadron. We've got them set to defensive stance, and then all power to weapons currently aggressive stance. We're gonna grab them, hold down
Acknowledged.
control to get the target reticule, and then we'll tell them to
Strike
engage.
group to battle
The reason I like using that way instead of just clicking them and right-clicking the target is that this, if you get used
Ready.
to doing this, and it'll show all enemies within the box,
Strike
they will
group,
target
prepare
what
for
they're
assault.
good against. So you can grab a mixed battle group, tell them all to engage, and your ion cannon and missile ships will target the proper targets that they're good against. The fighters will break off and engage bombers or other fighters if they need to. Yeah. Get wrecked. Such a pretty game. What is it, shift or is it control H? No, it's neither one of those things. It's turning off the UI, but I don't know where it is. I'll look that one up. All right, so targets are getting dropped. Nope, just wants to destroy these. Okay. I don't want to blow too many resources building more units in case they want us to build other things. We also carry our RUs from one match
for
to the
orders.
next. One of the things I think Gearbox changed, at least in the first game, it
Attention,
used to be...
Tannis Control. This is Perimeter Station Chimera. We have multiple unidentified units detected.
I'm sure it's fine.
Signal indicates Vager Bomber Strike Force.
All right, not so fun. Dispatch interceptors. Ship designs are so freaking cool.
This is a scramble alert. All pilots to their stations.
And their theme. Oh, okay. So they've got their own
Chimera
squadron.
base. This is Blue Leader. Enemy units locked in. Awaiting orders.
All right, we have 2
Tannis
squadrons
is under
inbound.
attack. All forces to combat alert.
They gave
This
us
is
2
not a
interceptors.
test. Interceptors have been launched from Chimera. The enemy must
ahead
be
and
eliminated.
intercept
Order
before they
all
get in firing
interceptors
range.
to destroy the Vager bombers.
And don't worry, the hand holding for the tutorial will stop, and it'll be all up to us and the decisions that we make, which will be fun. So, you guys should have split off for 2 different
Copy.
targets. You're not focusing too hard, are you?
Acknowledged.
Yeah,
Strike
split
group to
off.
battle
You don't
position.
both need to go for the same target. Let's knock down there. Oh yeah, we're wrecking them. Interceptors. So this is a hard counter right here. Interceptors versus bombers. Turn down my game volume a little bit.
Awaiting further
All right, targets destroyed. Easy. As we
Chimera
get,
station
they
is
got
offline.
close.
The Vager have breached the Tannis perimeter.
The mothership is under attack.
The mothership is under
Cannot
attack.
stay here any longer. Emergency launch underway.
They brought in a missile frigate, looks like.
Stand by for emergency launch.
Roger that, Tannis. Primary couplings released.
It's very much an echoing of the first game, because you have that emergency launch and they're like burning your world behind you, and the only people who are really left are aboard the mothership.
The mothership has cleared Tannis.
In this one, not so much. I think your empire spans a bit farther, even though it's only been like 115 years since the last game.
Multiple enemy reinforcements detected. Estimated time before contact, 2 minutes. Begin construction of attack bombers.
Ah,
immediately.
now we get bombers.
will
Okay,
be
cool.
Required to defend the mothership.
Yeah, well, give me control. I'll build up 2
underway.
squadrons of bombers. How many squadrons of fighters do we still have? Come on, boys. We need to kill this missile frigate. Where's its missile tubes? The missile tubes are on the top. There they go. So they're lobbing missiles in. Our fighters will do almost nothing to this. That's why we need the bombers to get out here.
Supporting friendly
Poor Tannis
units.
Station's getting just blasted. Not a lot I can do about it. Yeah, it's just about dead.
Mothership.
Oh, we almost got all the fighters. There we go. Interceptors have done their jobs. Excellent. Now, I think it's this one where the resource gatherers actually act as repair bots,
Bomber squadron.
if I'm not
complete.
mistaken. Here comes our bombers.
Supporting friendly units.
All right, all
Roger.
forces.
Mothership.
Engaged. Bombers, that's what you guys look like.
Weapon systems.
Get work done. And they have those two like missile tubes in the front. Oh yeah. Yeah, and the second squadron's just about to come out.
Friendlies under fire. Moving in.
Oh, we have scouts now. Recon, let's see. Strong versus nothing. I believe they have one of the best sensor ranges. Might not hurt to pick up one. They have no weapons, do they?
Taking damage, please.
Bomber squadron complete.
All right, second bomber squadron is done. I will build one set
Production
of scouts, if it lets me. 30 seconds until they arrive.
Mothership.
So much for 30 seconds.
Mothership.
What do we have? Engage, engage, engage,
Target
engage.
Locked.
Priority alert.
Engage, 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 engage.
Vader are using hyperspace gates.
Drop those bombs. Don't let them bring in any reinforcements. So this is one of their special things that we don't get.
Reinforcements. These gates must be destroyed.
Wow, that was really loud, even though it forced a zoom out. So this is one of the things that they get that I don't believe we do. These gates will allow them to jump units. Here they come, here they come. Oh, that's a lot of small squares. Ability to jump units from one jump gate to the next. It looks like they're bringing in more bomber squadrons. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and grab both of these and make you guys group one and give you orders to engage the incoming
Gate
bombers.
destroyed. Destroy
And then
all the remaining hyperspace
Our bombers,
gates.
which are taking a little bit of damage, go ahead and go after those gates. They're already on the job.
Designated.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
I hope
2 reports enemy
we're about
contact.
out of here because it said we had more enemy reinforcements coming in. Now, when I said this was a 3D RTS, this is kind of what I meant. I'm just going to grab, that's the hyperspace gate just about to
Supporting
detonate.
friendly
I can
units.
grab these guys, give them the move order. I can hold shift on a point, and I can tell them to go below or above the plane that they're currently on. So if you want to hyperspace in far above an enemy outside their sensor range, then come straight down on top of them, you can do that. I think, and you guys, maybe anybody who's played more recently than I have,
Copy.
you're not letting me out of the sensor mode. There we go. Can let me know. There are some angles that ships are a little bit
Long-range sensors
weaker
have
at, if
detected
I'm not
multiple enemy
mistaken.
signals
Obviously,
converging on
ion
Tannis.
cannons. Oh shit.
All ships initiate docking
assumed we would just be
procedures
done.
and stand by for hyperspace.
Get back on board. We're leaving. We're leaving right now. There's our little resource collector. Need you. Get on board. We've also got like 2,000 RUs, so I can build more resource collectors. But yeah, like some like the ion cannon weapons where they only shoot forward, it makes sense to hyperspace in behind them so they can't get an immediate shot off. But I think some of the other vessels do actually have like different firing arcs and coverage. So if you come in like below and behind, a lot of times you can avoid a little bit of their fire, a little bit of their main cannons. Ooh, that is 2 battle cruisers
Emergency hyperspace
and 1
procedures
destroyer,
initiated.
if I'm not mistaken. No, 3. There's another one in the background.
Must survive.
We gotta go. And there's the hyperspace out. I always like their weird hyperspace effect. Our construction base completely destroyed.
Tannis base has been destroyed. The Vagar have launched a massive invasion. Hiigaran outposts are falling all across the inner rim. The crew of the mothership is making an emergency departure, and planetary defense systems are standing by. Before we can mount a counterattack, we must rendezvous with the mothership's crew. We will exit hyperspace in the shadow of the Angel Moon. A rally point has been established at this location. Prepare for enemy contact.
All right, we've got enemy contact behind the moon, which I assume is supposed to be cover. And they're coming after our homeworld.
The mothership
One
is
of our
on its
worlds.
way.
I don't know if it's our home world.
We're going to make it.
Ooh, some of the ships are
Bishop
on
1 to all
fire.
transports. Report status.
Bishop 2, standing by.
This is Bishop 3. We've taken some hits. 2 bulkheads down. We'll be all right.
Bishop 4, standing by. Bishop 5, standing by. Bishop 6, reporting unidentified contacts. Get ready for company.
Now, are we going to jump in the midst of that battle, or are we going to jump in after? Because I'm assuming those transports don't have a lot in the way of defense. We are immediately picking up an enemy contact. We have an enemy carrier not too far away. We can hit spacebar and go into our mode. There we go. So there's Bishop 4.
Hyperspace jump successful. The core is operating at full capacity. We
Ooh, are
made
they
it.
going to give me...
We have reached the Hiigaran system. Vagar forces are being reported in all sectors.
We've launched all
They
fighters
will know
already.
we have arrived.
Ah, nice. It saved. It saved my my groups.
6 crew transports are inbound to dock with the mothership. A Vagar carrier has been detected in the area.
Okay, please give me control. I've literally got a transport right here under
Transports
fire.
are under attack and require immediate assistance.
And I have
At least
interceptors
4
selected.
transports must dock with the mothership to
Think
meet
I did.
minimum crew requirements.
Easy. We can do it. All right, let's go ahead and get
Group
Group
1,
1 dispatched to
groups of
intercept those
Alpha.
bombers that are currently harassing our boys over at, what is this, Bishop
Recommend
1? Yeah, Bishop
construction of
1.
additional
Bishop
resource
2
collectors to
is
increase
kind of getting its
harvesting efficiency.
ass
Collection
kicked.
confirmed.
Let's get the one that we do have operational, so he's
Mothership.
going out to get us some resources, and we're going to start building ourselves, because they just said the thing. Yes, give
Production
me a couple of
underway.
those. So a couple more resource production. We'll send out a scout. I just kind of want to see what's over here.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Get an idea. It looks like you 3 are fine. We got to focus on saving you. All right, interceptors have arrived. Should be easy work for you. And I'm going to get another couple of interceptors built up.
Production.
Can't go wrong
Group 1.
with having 2 groups of interceptors.
Production underway.
Now, we want to grab as much of the way of resources as we can so we can bring them
Resource
into the next
collector
mission.
complete.
What are you? Oh, you're our scout.
Acknowledged.
And we've got eyes on the
Strike
carrier,
group
so
coordinates
we'll
locked
keep you
in.
within sensor range, but we don't want to get too close.
Roger.
So let's kind of
Strike
move
group
here.
moving into
This is
position.
actually a perfect opportunity,
Confirmed.
I think, to dispatch our 2 bombers.
Attacking capital ship.
Come on,
Copy.
interceptors, get the job done.
Strike
There's
group
still
to
2
battle
groups
position.
of bombers there. You need to kill them so I can send you out to other places. Now, I'm a little concerned with what I'm about to do. I'm dispatching these 2 bomber squadrons without really any. Let's get you
Standing
guys
by.
harvesting.
Collection confirmed.
Resource collector complete.
Ready. Acknowledged.
Yeah, keep harvesting. Are you not harvesting? Oh, you are. You're already attached to a rock. Okay, cool. I just didn't see it because it's so tiny. I really want to get back up over here. Our poor
Group 1 has defeated the enemy.
Group 1's defeated the enemy. All right, dispatching
Transport
Group 1 back
Bishop
here.
1 is safe.
Go, 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 go. How we doing on that construction of the new interceptor squadron? Almost online. All right, bombers are just about within firing range of the carrier. I'd love to capture this carrier, but I don't think they're going to give us that just yet.
The
They've
Vagar
dispatched
carrier
fighters.
is launching reinforcements.
Fighters or bombers? Fighters
Use
or bombers?
bombers to destroy
Bombers.
the carrier's fighter facility. This
Okay.
will prevent it from sending further reinforcements.
Fighter facility. You have your orders. Focus on that. Is it all? Oh, some of those are assault craft. That's
Ready.
not good.
Strike group prepare
I have to
for
pull
assault.
you away.
Strike group under enemy
Actually,
attack.
no, I don't. No, I don't. We just got
Strike group attack
another.
order confirmed.
Go ahead and move back.
Roger.
Strike group coordinates locked
Bishop
in.
1's just about to arrive.
Copy.
Second interceptor squadron, come on out.
Engage capital ship.
Give them a bit of backup.
Standing by.
Let's go ahead and get you
Interceptor squadron
on
complete.
normal speed and get you faster. Ah, he's right there. You're not that far. All right, so bombers are still getting work done. It looks like they've pulled away. Our
Ready.
2 fighter squadrons, and they're doing what they can. They're doing what they can. Interceptors.
Roger.
Interceptors.
Strike group
Where are they?
coordinates
They're
locked
going
in.
to engage that? Damn. Okay, that's all right.
Crew transport docked.
We'll double up. We'll double up.
Subsystem and engineering personnel transferring.
Sweet, we got
The
you.
mothership now has additional construction capabilities. Corvette
What are you
facility
doing?
available for construction.
Keep engaging. Don't wait. Don't sit there and don't stop. Keep taking
Vader
rounds.
fighter
Get out of there.
facility
Fire.
destroyed.
Requesting orders.
The carrier can no
Strike
longer
group
build
under enemy
reinforcements.
attack. Strike
Yeah,
group
keep engaging the
coordinates
carrier. We
locked
probably can kill
in.
it.
Engage capital
So
ship.
Bishop 1 is emptied.
Ready.
Our other resource collectors are now here. Let's go ahead and give them
Resources
orders
locked
to
in.
get to work. I would love to send you back up. We do have interceptors actually back up
Standing
here.
by.
Go ahead and
Ready to
engage.
Prepare for assault.
Didn't realize I had you three just kind of chilling back here. Saw you early on.
Copy.
You have a squadron of bombers. I'm gonna give you orders to attack the carrier. All right, you guys look like you're doing okay.
Combat stations look sharp. Acknowledged.
Keep engaging this. Stick with the group.
Confirmed.
Bombers are still getting
Threat
work done.
eliminated.
You, go
Transport
dock.
Bishop 2 is
Oh.
safe.
This poor bomber squadron has lost everybody but one. He does have point defense, and I think that's what
Hyperspace
we're running into
signature
there.
detected.
Oh shit, we need to pull back our bombers. Go dock. Go dock and repair and
Vader
rearm.
using frigates to attack the transports.
Yep, that's why we need to go and let our bombers rearm and repair.
Some
We've got
appear to be
enemy
equipped
missiles.
with heavy anti-fighter weaponry.
Crap baskets, and some have anti-fighter weaponry. Then I need something bigger.
Threat eliminated. Transport Bishop 5 is safe.
Okay, 5's made it.
Standing by.
Wait till he gets away from those, and then we'll engage the bombers. We can build a Corvette facility. Can we build a frigate? Nope. Build a
Production
Corvette facility then.
underway.
Roger.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this.
Damage fleet. Standing by.
You're almost a full squadron.
Strike group.
Over
prepare
here.
For assault. Acknowledged.
You bombers, you're already out
Strike
with
group
full life.
attack
Come
order
on.
Confirmed. Reporting.
And we're gonna let that Corvette facility finish up. You squadrons,
Confirmed.
break
Strike
off and
group to battle
engage.
positions.
How are you doing?
Strike
Break off
group
and
to battle
engage.
positions. Confirmed.
Scouts. I'm actually feeling okay with you guys right now. Come on over here.
Strike group moving into
I'll
position.
have to pull you back
Receiving
later.
transmission from Hiigara Defense Grid.
How you doing?
Allied forces are
50%.
arriving.
Did we just get back up? No, don't take away control. I needed to pull back those fighters. They're starting to take hits from the flak frigate. Oh, hell yes.
Pride of Hiigara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of ship that is, but open up. I like that it's a different design than what we've got. Captain Soban. All right, we're pulling back
With the help of
fighters.
Captain
They've got
Soban,
this.
we
Fall
should be
back.
able to save the rest of the transports.
Fall back, fall back, fall back.
Corvette
No.
subsystem
Ah, there goes our bomber squadron.
Gunship corvettes now available for construction.
All right, so gunship
These
corvettes
ships
are all
effective
anti.
when used against
You gonna tell us right now?
fighter-class vessels.
Not exactly great for our
Transport
current
Bishop
situation.
4 sustaining
We'll pick up
critical
one.
damage. Send interceptors immediately to defend Bishop 4.
We're okay.
Threat eliminated. Transport Bishop 3 is safe.
Start pulling back. What do we got over here?
Threat eliminated.
5.
Transport Bishop 4 is safe.
Roger. Strike
If
group
they're
attack order
super
confirmed.
focused, I'm gonna go ahead and give my bomber groups orders to move in. Give them a hand. I don't want them to get wrecked, so we'll go ahead and help them out. They do have ion cannon frigates. These are the ones I was talking about with their like laser beams of justice. It's good anti-frigate firepower is what it is. And then this is a straight up carrier.
Gunship
Okay.
squadron complete.
How you guys doing? I'm not gonna bring the gunships in here. They're not gonna do us a lot of good
Ready.
for this fight because they're anti-fighter. They're basically a small little gunship with 2 turrets, or maybe 1 turret with this faction. I don't remember. But they can fire in any directions. Where the fighters have to kind of bank in and get a line and make a run. The gunships can just sit there and fire away all day long,
Group 3 has defeated the enemy.
Supporting
which makes
friendly
them
units. Roger.
pretty damn
Strike group to
effective.
battle position.
Though they are a little bit larger, so I think frigates have a little bit easier time hitting them. Let's go ahead and take a look at them though. I think what we will do,
The Vagar frigates have been destroyed.
I want to kill that carrier, or maybe capture it if we can. Come on over here.
Pulsar gunships now available for construction.
Pulsar
These ships
gunships.
are effective when used against Corvette-class vessels.
Beautiful. This is exactly what we want. Let's grab one of those because we know
underway.
we're going to start seeing Corvettes soon. Heavier, just a heavier weapon. Well, let's take a look at those gunships. Yeah, there's the turrets I was talking about.
The Vager carrier is retreating. It must be destroyed before it can escape.
Easy. All units converge on that carrier.
Attacking capital ship.
Except for
Ready.
you. You guys go ahead and go dock.
Mothership.
This is our scout group.
Reporting.
Standing
Bishop, what is it? Bishop 4 we're still waiting on? Bishop 5? We still got Bishop 6. He's like a month out.
by. Ready.
Come over here. I want to know if they've got enemy units that are approaching. What we actually need. We're kind of low on resources. I'm not going to do that. How goes our resource gathering? I'm kind of feeling we need more. So in the original, in Homeworld 1, like back in the day, you would actually sit after a mission was over and mine everything.
Pulsar gunship
And I
squadron
believe that Gearbox changed this,
Ready.
even in the first game. Come on over here and start mining these, by the way. Just wherever, just mine. I don't care where you go.
Confirmed.
There you go. So you just get the resources that are in the map if you've won the map. So you don't have to sit there for like 15 minutes and mine everything. So you've got resources to build a lot of cool stuff. With the ion cannon frigates opening up on it, it's not long for this world.
Drawing
I
heavy
mean,
fire.
it's tanky though. It's just sitting there taking it.
resource collector.
Let's go ahead and get all the units engaging.
Engage capital ship.
Go ahead and move
Ready.
in. The pulsars, I mean, it's some fire. It's not amazing, but it's something. These things are designed to kill other corvettes. They are substantially larger than the normal gunships. Look at those cannons. Yeah, why not? It's only a
Attack
single
complete.
cannon, too.
Awaiting further orders.
The only thing that we haven't built so far that we do have access to, let me just run through these real quick and see. Yeah, the only thing that we haven't built is a probe so far.
The
I've
Vager
never seen how
carrier
these
has
work.
been
They are
destroyed.
one shot. They have an engine to use once. You fire it off into a direction, it'll stop someplace. The carrier's been destroyed. Oh, we did that damage that fast? All right, pull all the units back. Let's get out of here.
Fleet, this is Captain Soban. The Homeworld system will soon be overrun by Vager forces. Their objective is to capture the mothership. You must get the Pride of Hiigara out of here. The enemy will follow, and in doing so, you will buy the Homeworld some time. Soban, out.
Captain Soban's mission will be to track down the location of the Vager leader. His fleet has been dispatched. He will remain in contact with us.
Yikes. So we're going to be bait to lead some of their defending forces away. Fair enough.
Standing by.
Strike group moving into position.
Go ahead and bring back. We've got
Docking
casualties in
mothership.
some of the squadrons. If you do bring them back, if you hit D, they'll actually dock up, and we can replace some of the casualties and maybe get a few repairs. Like this poor guy's got maybe 10 health left. Poor fella. Yeah, when you do this, you actually get the full squadrons back after they cycle through whatever dock that they've gone into, be it a carrier or a gunships. You can come back too.
Confirmed.
I want you
Strike
nearby in
group
case we have to
coordinates
run.
locked in.
Bishop 5, Bishop 6 is the last one. So what we'll do is we'll dock. We'll bring the gunships
Reporting.
over to Bishop 6.
Moving to destination.
Go follow him. Give him a little bit of cover from corvettes and fighters. You guys are kind of the perfect escort, being able to fire in every direction. I think I can give
Reporting.
guard orders. Let me see. What's the shortcut for guard order? That's heal. No, that might be it.
Destination locked in.
Orders. Guard.
Escort pattern locked in.
There you go.
Docking signal green.
So what I did was I held shift and clicked him, and it brought up a menu. It's a little different than the last game.
Confirmed.
I think we're about done here.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Copy.
Come on out.
Strike group moving into
Just
position.
kind of follow that target.
Understood.
That 1-4 barely made it back. It's because those frigates were pounding on it. We got hull breaches on all decks. 3,000 in the way of resources. Still plenty of RUs out there. We got a field of about, what is it, 2,900 remaining. Yeah,
Ready.
he's no longer really a concern.
Understood.
So go ahead.
Confirmed.
These are just crew transports. They're not really any use to us.
Roger. Strike
Send
group
the scouts out a
coordinates
little
locked
bit farther.
in. Reporting.
Crew transport docked.
All right.
Research staff and science teams transferring.
New research options
We can
available.
research now. Improve their interception max speed. We can do bomber research. We can do frigate we can do gunship and pulsar research. We can't get any new tech, can we? No, not yet. Resource collector. Improves resource collector armor. Eventually it'll probably be good, but let's go ahead for interceptor right now and bombers. Let's get those upgrades done. Worth. They've taken up escort position. Excellent. Make sure that it actually stays with them. I did set you to guard, right?
Roger.
Upgrade complete.
Moving into escort formation.
Perfect.
Ready.
Let's see if they move. Or if it just passes by them. I told them to guard.
Upgrade
Yeah, there they go.
complete.
There they go. It has to pass by, apparently. And then they kick their engines on. A little weird. I don't think I can set...
Roger.
Maybe I can, actually. Let's do...
New formation acknowledged.
Wall
Crew
formation.
transport docked. Sensor crews.
There you
transferred.
go. I gave you orders for
Mothership
wall
sensor
formation. Now they're going to
systems
sit in
are
the
now
front.
operating at full capacity.
Excellent. Wall formation is literally just that. It's just a grid. A grid formation.
Roger.
Not the greatest formation. Let's go for
New
a
formation
V
acknowledged.
formation. And cover them that way. But it's not going to
Copy.
keep up with it, is it? I think it might be something weird because the AI is controlling that ship. It's not one of mine. All right, everybody's repaired and ready to go. We've managed to do some research into fighters, already done. Gunships, we can increase your max speed or your armor. I'm gonna say go ahead and do both armor researches. This might be a mistake. Let's just do the pulsar one so we've got anti-corvette capability.
Ready.
And pull back our scouts because I think we're about to
Local
leave.
resources exhausted, fleet. Moving on.
Oh,
Strike
we burned out
reports
all
locked
of the
in.
RUs. We're done there. All right, objective. Target the carrier engine, slow it down. No, we're good here. We're just literally waiting for this last transport to arrive.
Reporting.
Yeah. Go for an
New
X formation.
Acknowledged.
And will you get in front of them?
Upgrade complete.
I always like
Acknowledged.
X formation for the ion cannon weapons because it
Strike
just
group
seems like
moving
they've got
into
this
position.
giant. They're all just this giant X cannon firing out.
Strike group moving into position.
Alpha striking whatever comes at them.
Moving to destination.
Bishop 5 has arrived. And we seem to be getting more research and stuff as we go. Now this is the launch menu, so you've got your build menu. This is everything you can build. You can switch through everything that you've got built that can construct stuff. If you have like a shipyard or anything like that, or carriers. We don't have anything, so it's not gonna switch over. We just have the carrier itself, our mothership. We can do research, which you've already seen, and then we got launch. Now launch, this is great for carriers, mind you. You can click stay docked, and anything that you hit D on and tell them to dock, they will stay inside, meaning you can dock up a couple squadrons of fighters, and then jump hyperspace in behind or near an enemy, or in a nebula or a gas cloud, and or a debris cloud, and hide there. This is when we have a collision and the whole crew dies. And launch all your fighters. Or evac a bunch of fighters that have gotten pretty far away, hyperspacing in, collecting all your fighters into your carrier, hyperspacing out, so you don't lose them from an enemy that maybe has outflanked you. Yeep. What is going? I have no control over these guys. They're just doing their own
Copy.
thing. I think they're both trying to dock into the same slot, which is a little awkward. And my resource collectors are like, get out of the way. What is this? Oh, that's the resource drop-off point right there. Ooh, if they tried to attack that subsystem, that would suck. I wouldn't be able to get resources anymore. I have no
Resource
way of
collector awaiting
speeding
orders.
up time either, so I think we're literally just waiting for this ship to arrive. They are so slow.
Copy.
All right,
Strike
report
group
back.
Moving into position.
Back to base, everybody. We're done here. Now for fleet control, as you've seen, we can change their formations if we want to. There's capital ship formations here, so if you want your fighters in front as a screen for your frigates and cruisers and destroyers and battleships, you can do that. Or if you want them to be a frigate line in the front, maybe screen the capital ships from fighters as an option. You can also change how they're set up, so where they put their power. And you can actually do this with, what, F6, F5, 6, 7? F5, 6, and 7. Oh, interesting. Okay. So if I want them to have more speed, I switch them over to this. They get a little bit more speed, a little bit less firepower, kind of more of a neutral setup. Or we can go full on guns blazing. I need to do as much damage as possible. And that could dictate, you know, if you're trying to engage an enemy before they get within range, or if you're trying to kill them before they have a chance to launch all their fighters. Kind of hard to do, though, because carriers do seem to have a lot of health. This is our build cap right now. Really? The fighter build cap is that low? We're already at 33? That doesn't even count Corvettes, though, I guess, so you have 42 Corvettes. That's individual unit, too, not squadrons. Just seems really low. Probably too used to playing modded, where you have much larger battle groups, much larger numbers. Definitely a fun game to play co-op with friends if you're playing against skirmish. And there's so many mods to kind of flush out some of the systems. I know, like, Complex actually has a really cool... Okay, he's here, by the way. Can I do stay docked? Everybody dock.
Docking with mothership.
Complex had a really cool like trade system where you actually had like trade ships that would go in between your motherships in multiplayer, and you'd have to protect them to get some extra cash coming in.
Crew transport docked.
Hey, you finally did
Engine
it.
and power plant crews.
That's what he's been trying to do this entire time.
Engine performance increased to normal levels.
Oh, we've been running at like lower levels on probably everything.
Four crew transports docked. We have met minimum crew requirements.
Okay, can we just wait for the last one to come in so I get all of the bonuses? Yeah, we've got cruise ship number 5 coming in. And notice I've got stay docked, so they all actually docked up. I guess there was no resources left to tap here. That doesn't seem like it. I mean, that, you know what? That's question marked RUs right there. You. Launch. I'm gonna send you somewhere.
Ready.
Probably should have done this earlier.
Strike group
Come out here.
coordinates locked in.
And we have engines now, right? Can I move the mothership?
Mothership
Mothership is painfully
Engine systems
slow.
running at minimal capacity. Engine performance at 20%.
What? I thought you just said it was back up.
Crew transport docked. Elite fighter pilots transferring.
Elite
Elite
fighter
bomber
pilots.
squadrons launching from mothership.
What? Okay. I wonder if you don't kill that carrier in time, if you end up fighting other waves. This is weirdly like maintenance-y on the fleet as we wait for these ships to dock. It looks like we do have a little bit of speed. We are starting to move out there. In the way of resources, how many RUs are we talking? No, there's definitely RUs out there that we could be getting.
Confirmed.
All right, you, and you, launch. Go, go, go. I don't know where you're launching from. Okay, from the starboard side. We're gonna send you out to get that wreckage out there. Yeah, killing larger, I think anything frigate-sized or bigger,
Resources
and I could be wrong
downrange.
about this, but I think
Confirmed.
you always
Resources
generate
locked
some
in.
kind of scrap that you can go pick up, so. I'm giving them orders to go after the
Collection
nearest
confirmed.
pieces of scrap. And or, do we only have 3? You know, we're gonna build, what's our resource collector max? Holy shit, you can have 20 of those? Wow. Yeah, we're gonna build another one of those. Go to build menu, give me
Production
2 more,
underway.
and we'll hold there. That way we can get more resources coming in. We'll go grab these. There's our world back there, there's the Homeworld. Name of the entire franchise. Looks a lot better than the first mission of the first game. Oh, yeah, see, that's perfectly good resources out there.
Resource collector complete.
Now let's see if it does. What I think they do is they actually grab it. They grab it and they run back with it. Deploying Clarms. Hit. Ah, they didn't actually, wait a minute. Okay, he didn't grab any, but he grabbed one. Yeah, they're bringing back chunks of metal. Nice.
Resource collector complete.
All right, launch menu. We have 3 more launch ships to launch. Launch selected. As they bring back those free resources. We're gonna go ahead and stop you.
Order canceled.
I'll stop. I like that the transports are actually keeping up with us, even though they don't do anything anymore. I want him to catch up. He seems to be even slower than we are. All right, go get more of those resources.
Confirmed.
Go get more of those resources. We need those to build up the fleet. Hopefully they'll give us... Hopefully they'll give us frigates. The game doesn't really open up until you start getting into, like, the frigate combat. And you're pretty limited to focusing on bombers. You smart enough to go get more resources? You are. Now, scouts, you guys have a special ability, don't you? That would be scuttle. That's how you blow up your own ship.
Resources exhausted.
Kamikaze ship. Control Shift K. That's something we need to do, though. More resource collectors are en route. I'm grabbing the last bits. Every RU we can get. Oh my god, their docking time is ridiculous.
Standing by. Collection confirmed.
Get in there. Destroy the carrier before it has a chance to escape. We did that. I think that was a bonus option. Objective. We're literally, that's the scrap we're getting. We're getting scrap from the carrier that was destroyed. Now I remember. That wouldn't be frigates. They're not big enough to give you parts back, I don't think. All right, so that transport's docking now. Using these resources, we could go ahead and get engine power to our pulsars.
Crew transport docked. Elite Corvette crews transferring.
Are we gonna get free Corvettes?
Corvette squadrons launching from mothership.
Wow. You guys are just like giving us free units. I love it. I feel like they expected that fight to be a lot harder and that you'd want to get these in so you'd get these squadrons. Unnecessary though. So we were somewhere around 4,000 resource units. I'm curious.
Crew transport returning to base.
If we'll just instant get any of the
We
other
cannot
areas.
allow the mothership to fall into enemy hands. Coordinates set for the Serum system. There, we will regroup our forces and mount a counteroffensive. All ships, stand by for hyperspace.
All right, we'll pull everybody back in. Looks like we don't actually have to do that like you did in the first one. You had to actually bring everybody in and hit the button. That might be what Gearbox changed, actually. That little fade out, and then all of our ships are suddenly docked. Might be an update they added to the game. I appreciate that. Sitting there and waiting for ships to mine is really boring. All right, well, that'll bring us to Mission 3. I will see you all in the next one.